Over 6 billion people have watched a single YouTube video. Not 6 billion views spread across multiple uploads. One video. One song. 6 billion individual plays. Let that sink in for a moment. That is nearly every human being alive on Earth today clicking play on the same piece of content. The scale of what YouTube has become is almost impossible to wrap your head around, and the story behind the most watched videos of all time is even more fascinating than the numbers themselves. In the next 10 minutes, you are going to discover exactly how these videos climbed to the top, which ones dominated for years before being knocked down, and the one pattern connecting nearly every single video on the list that almost nobody talks about. Because when you look closely at the data, there is something hiding in plain sight that completely changes how you think about viral content, global culture, and what human beings actually want to watch when nobody is telling them what to think. Stay with us. To understand why certain videos reach billions of views, you first need to understand what YouTube actually is at its core. YouTube launched in 2005, and within its first year it was already serving over 1 million video views per day. Google acquired it in 2006 for $1.65 billion in stock, which at the time seemed like an insane gamble. That gamble paid off. Today YouTube is the second most visited website on the entire planet, trailing only Google itself. Over 500 hours of video are uploaded to the platform every single minute. The competition for attention is absolutely brutal, which makes the achievements of the most watched videos even more remarkable. The first video to truly demonstrate what viral scale looked like on YouTube was never meant to be a cultural phenomenon. It was a simple, catchy music video from a South Korean pop star that the Western world had largely never heard of. Psy's Gangnam Style dropped in July 2012 and became the first YouTube video to reach 1 billion views. Then 2 billion. Then 3 billion. It climbed so fast and so high that YouTube's view counter, which was built using a 32-bit integer, literally could not display the number anymore. The counter had to be redesigned. YouTube turned the display into a joke, showing an overflow animation when you hovered over the count. That moment, when a video broke mathematics itself, was a signal that something unprecedented was happening. But here is what nobody talks about. Gangnam Style did not win the long game. By 2017 it had been overtaken, and today it sits far outside the top 5. The videos that now dominate the all-time list are not viral moments. They are something else entirely. They are machines. Repeat play machines built for the youngest audience on the platform. Baby Shark Dance by Pink Fawn currently holds the record as the most watched YouTube video of all time with over 14 billion views and still climbing. 14 billion. The song is 138 seconds long, features a repetitive melody designed specifically for early childhood memory retention, and targets an audience between the ages of 1 and 5. Children do not watch videos once. They watch the same video dozens of times per day, for months or even years. The viewership math for children's content is fundamentally different from any other category on the platform. Despacito by Luis Fonsi featuring Daddy Yankee sits in second place with approximately 8 billion views. Released in January 2017, it became a genuine global phenomenon, breaking records for streams across every platform simultaneously. Justin Bieber's remix brought it to English-speaking audiences and accelerated its spread dramatically. What made Despacito different was its crossover appeal. It worked for children who liked the rhythm, teenagers who liked the beat, adults who found it catchy, and Latin music fans who appreciated its roots. It had almost no ceiling. Shape of You by Ed Sheeran holds the third position with roughly 6 billion views, followed closely by Johnny Johnny Yes Papa, another children's nursery rhyme video that most adults have never even heard of, sitting at over 6 billion views. The presence of 2 children's videos in the top 4 is not a coincidence. It is a structural feature of how YouTube view counts actually accumulate over time. Think about what it actually takes to reach 5 billion views. If every view came from a unique person watching once, you would need 2/3 of the entire global population to click play. That is obviously not how it works. The real engine behind these numbers is repeat viewing, and nobody repeat views more aggressively than toddlers with access to a tablet. Parents around the world discovered that certain YouTube videos could hold a child's attention for extended periods, and that discovery collectively generated billions upon billions of plays that no marketing campaign could ever replicate. But the list does not belong entirely to children's content. Among the top 20 most watched YouTube videos of all time, you will find Luis Fonsi, Ed Sheeran, Wiz Khalifa, Eminem, Maroon 5, Charlie Puth, and Katy Perry. Music dominates this list almost completely. Of the 20 most watched YouTube videos ever recorded, 18 are music videos. This is not a small pattern. This is the entire story of what the platform's most watched content actually is. Why music? Because music videos are the only content category that people return to with roughly the same emotional intensity every single time they watch. You do not rewatch a documentary the way you rewatch a song you love. Music videos also benefit from being shared at celebrations, at parties, during workouts, and during moments of emotional significance. A song someone played at their wedding gets rewatched on anniversaries for decades. That emotional anchoring creates a compounding view count that news videos, tutorials, and even comedy sketches simply cannot match. Here is another data point worth sitting with. The top 20 most watched YouTube videos were not uploaded by the biggest YouTube channels in terms of subscriber count. MrBeast, the current king of YouTube in terms of subscriber numbers, does not have a single video in the all-time top 20. PewDiePie, who held the title of most subscribed individual creator for years, does not appear either.